Am I the asshole for telling my mom she has no self-respect? My high school has an annual fall dance, and a lot of the dance will be taking place outside. Anyway, the boys are supposed to ask the girls, and yesterday at lunch, a boy asked me, a girl, and I agreed to go with him. My dad has always been a traditional kind of guy when it comes to me and my younger sister. So last night at dinner, I mentioned that I had a date for the dance, and he made a crack about answering the door with his shotgun. The thing is, I'm pretty sure he would do it. I told him that if he was going to be like that, I'd just meet up with our friend group at school. He then got very serious and told me in an angry tone that he didn't want me sneaking around with some guy without his knowledge. He asked me what I even knew about this guy. He then said he didn't want me to turn into one of those ran-through guys who give it all away to the first guy they meet and who no self-respecting man would ever want to marry. That's when I flipped a switch. I like to think I'm a pretty good kid. I get good grades. I play volleyball. I help my sister with her homework and help drive her to her soccer practice. I've never had a boyfriend, so being taught to like I was some love-struck idiot who was going to wind up pregnant because I'm choosing to go to a dance with a friend really annoyed me. Also, I know a bit about my dad's history. He was in a frat in college, and he's told stories to my cousin, who recently started college at a big state school where frat culture is a big thing. So I told him that this guy is my friend and he seems nice, but if he turns out to be a jerk, I'll figure it out. And also, I only agreed to go to a dance the last time I checked. Going to a dance was not a binding intimate contract. And here's where I may have crossed the line. I told him that I knew he was in a frat in college, and I know what goes on in those places. I also know the stories he's told my cousin, so in the heat of the moment, I said something along the lines of, by your own logic, the only person who's ran through in the family is you. Then I looked at my mom and said, you must have had no self-respect to have married that batty man of a dad. By the looks on their faces, I could tell what I said was hurtful. And then of course I got yelled at and probably won't be able to go to the dance at all. But I feel like it's unfair for him to give me a lecture about ran-through behavior and self-worth when he's recently been bragging to my male cousin about doing much worse things when he was just a few years older than me. But maybe I crossed the line trying to prove my point.